Somewhere around your cat's 10th birthday, something quiet starts happening. They do not get sick and they do not stop being themselves, but they start doing small things they never used to do. Following you from room to room, sleeping somewhere new, talking at hours they never used to talk. And almost every video you will find about this treats it like the beginning of the end. It is not. By the end of this, you will know the 5 things cats start doing after age 10, what each one actually means, and where the real line sits between a cat who is simply aging and a cat who needs a vet. No fear, no fluff, just what your older cat is telling you. And stay with me, because there is something strange in the research on aging cats. Their world gets smaller and closer at the same time. That one lands right at the end. Thing 1. They start staying closer than they used to. Your cat starts following you, not the food bowl follow. The quiet one, where they walk into whatever room you are in and settle down. Most owners read this as clinginess, or worse, as a cat who knows something they do not. Veterinary work on senior cat well-being, much of it from Danielle Gunmore at Edinburgh, describes aging cats narrowing their territory. A younger cat patrols the whole house. An older cat picks a smaller area and stays inside it. And the thing they organize that smaller area around is almost always you. Cats are also not considered senior at 15, the way most owners assume. Veterinary life stage frameworks generally place mature at around 7 and senior from about 11. So, if your cat is 10 and you thought you had years before any of this began, you are already standing in it. What to do is simple and it is not medical. Put one soft resting spot in the room you actually use most, whichever room that is. You are not managing a decline, you are giving a smaller world a good center. And that center being you is not an accident. There is a reason a shrinking world ends up pointing at the person inside it, and that is what I want to leave you with at the end. The next one is the change that costs owners sleep, quite literally. Thing 2. They start talking at night. Your older cat begins calling at hours they never used to call. 2 in the morning, standing at the bottom of the stairs, making a sound you have not heard before. Work by Sordo and Gunmore on feline cognitive dysfunction lists nighttime vocalizing as one of the most commonly reported changes in aging cats. What it usually means is disorientation, not distress. A dark house that was easy to navigate at 4 years old is genuinely harder at 12. Their night vision has dimmed, the room reads differently, and they call out to locate you. An older cat's hearing dulls too, so they often have no idea how loud they are being. They are not shouting at you, they simply cannot hear themselves. One low night light on the route between their bed, the litter box, and the water helps more than lighting the whole house. And when they call, answer once, calmly from where you are. You are not rewarding a habit, you are giving a confused cat a landmark. If you have ever lain awake at 2 in the morning feeling half worried and half frustrated, you are not a bad owner. You are an owner whose cat changed the rules without telling you. Tell me in the comments the one thing your older cat started doing that you have always wondered about. I read every single one. And the next one is the change owner's mistake for laziness, when it is the opposite. Thing 3. They stop taking the high roads, the top of the fridge, the windowsill they owned for a decade. One day you realize they have not been up there in weeks, and nobody announced it. Most owners file this under slowing down, which sounds like a personality change, and it is not one. Work by Gary Landsberg on behavioral change in senior pets points at something more specific, and it runs against instinct. The problem is usually not the jump up, it is the landing coming down. A cat going up is using power. A cat coming down is absorbing impact through joints that have been working for 10 years, and that is where the hesitation starts. So your cat has not lost interest in the high places, they have quietly done the arithmetic on getting back off them. Give them an intermediate surface, a stool, a low shelf, a sturdy box, at roughly half the height of the place they want to reach. If they have to make one big move, they will stop trying, and if they can make 2 small ones, they usually keep going. That windowsill goes back on the map, and you barely did anything. Thing 4. Their coat starts telling on them. An older cat's coat starts looking a little rougher, and often one patch goes matted while the rest stays fine. Owners explain it away as old age, or as a cat getting lazy about grooming. It is neither, and the location of that patch is the whole story. A well-known study by Hardy, Rowe, and Martin found radiographic evidence of degenerative joint disease in the large majority of cats over 12. Most of those cats had never been diagnosed, and most of their owners had no idea. The base of the spine, the hips, the back legs, the exact places a cat has to twist to reach. That mat is not laziness. It is a map of where turning has become uncomfortable. A minute or 2 of soft brushing, 2 or 3 times a week on the parts they can no longer reach easily, does most of the work. Stiffness and reduced grooming are worth a calm vet conversation because feline joint pain is very manageable once someone names it. Nothing to panic about. The last one explains all 4 of the others. Thing 5. They start choosing warmth over height. Watch where your older cat sleeps now compared to 5 years ago. The high perch, the tucked away box, the shelf nobody could reach, those get traded in. What replaces them is warmth. The radiator, the sunny square on the carpet, the laundry pile, the end of your bed. Younger cats sleep high because height is safety. Older cats sleep warm because warmth costs them less. An aging cat holds its body temperature less efficiently than a young one, so heat stops being a comfort and starts being a resource. And now put the 2 halves of this video together because this is what I promised you at the start. An older cat's world gets smaller. An older cat starts seeking out warmth. And in almost every home, the warmest, most reliable, most predictable thing in that shrinking world is a person. Your cat's world got smaller, and you are the warmest thing left standing in it. That is not a cat withdrawing from you. That is a cat editing everything else out. The honest truth. One honest note, because this is where the fear usually lives. Everything in this video is gradual, showing up over months and seasons. In small edits, you only notice looking back. What is worth a vet call is anything sudden. A cat who changes overnight, stops eating, loses weight quickly, or starts avoiding the litter box is telling you something different, and that deserves a proper look. That is not fear talking. That is just the line, and now you know where it is. And if your older cat has been distant lately, sleeping more, playing less, sitting a little further away than they used to, hear this part clearly. Your cat is not moving away from you. Their world is getting smaller, and you are still at the center of it. So the next time your 10-year-old cat pads into the room, sighs, and settles down near your feet instead of on the shelf above your head, you will know exactly what you're looking at. Not decline, not a cat who knows something you do not. A cat who has been quietly deciding what still matters and has kept you. If this made your older cat make more sense, a like helps YouTube reach the next owner lying awake at 2 in the morning. And if you would rather understand your cat than worry about them, that is the entire reason this channel exists. Your cat's world is getting smaller. Their love is not. I'll see you in the next one.